Good day, ladies and gentlemen, Rosa here of Splat Communications. Here is a fresh update. Please don't skip ads and don't forget to like, share and comment. Sending super stickers, stars, and super thanks will help us a lot and those who we help. Thank you. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. returns to the Philippines after a successful participation to the 42nd Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, Summit in Labuan Bajo, Indonesia from 10 to 11 May 2023. During the two-day summit, the President expressed concerns over the aging population in Southeast Asia, the first time an ASEAN leader brought out this issue in the regional bloc, pointed the need to transition to renewable and alternative energy technologies, recognized the importance of interparliamentary cooperation in tackling shared challenges such as climate change, transnational threats and upholding rules-based international order anchored in international law, highlighted the Filipino youth's initiatives on climate change and disaster resiliency, called for enhancing regional cooperation to ensure a cleaner energy future, urged his counterparts to take decisive and responsive action on geopolitical issues concerning the region, stressed the need to prioritize food self-sufficiency and security through innovative solutions to attain overall human security, and committed to the implementation of the Declaration of the Conduct of Parties in the South China Sea (DOC). An early conclusion of an effective and substantive code of conduct (COC) in the South China Sea. The chief executive asked his fellow ASEAN leaders to recognize and support nano-businesses or the informal business enterprises, mostly home-based businesses or solopreneurs such as makeup artists, vendors, independent dispatch riders, vulcanizers, repairers, and market women and men in various open markets. Likewise, he reiterated the Philippine government's commitment in working with the private sector to empower micro, small and medium enterprises, MSMEs, and farmers through knowledge transfer while at the same time providing affordable and accessible goods to consumers. The President held bilateral meetings with Prime Minister Sonexay Saifandone of the Lao People's Democratic Republic, PDR, and Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh of Vietnam to strengthen cooperation and expand partnerships on health, education, trade, agriculture, tourism and people-to-people exchange. Apart from the 42nd ASEAN Summit, President Marcos Jr. had a productive engagement in the 15th Brunei Darussalam Indonesia-Malaysia Philippines East ASEAN Growth Area (BIMPEAGA) Summit.
All the members of the cabinet who are here with us today. Coming home, accompanying us was, of course, the former president and now majority floor leader, President GMA, and the Speaker of the House, Speaker Martin Romualdez, the Executive Secretary, Chief Luke, who is, and of course, our ever-present welcoming committee, Pasay City Mayor Imelda Calixto Rubiano, the AFP Chief of Staff General Andy Centino, Major Service Commanders, the Philippine Coast Guard Commandant Admiral Abu, and the best dressed one of the best dressed at the coronation of King Charles, our First Lady Lisa Marcos. Fellow workers in government, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am happy to report on the outcomes of the Philippines' participation in the 42nd Summit held in Labuan Bajo, Indonesia on the 10th of May to the 11th, 2023. During our meeting with the ASEAN leaders, I emphasized the importance of upholding the international rules-based system which has underpinned regional security, peace, and order in our region. I expressed our commitment to the principles of free trade and the multilateral trading system, called for enhanced support for nano businesses, MSMEs, and their integration into the global economy. We will continue to work towards long-term food and energy security and to address the impacts of climate change, amongst other things. The Philippines expressed support for the community-building efforts of ASEAN, including the strengthening of ASEAN's institutions. The leaders also discussed regional and international developments. During the discussions on the situation in Myanmar, I called for Myanmar to adhere to the 5-point consensus and express support for Indonesia's enhanced initiatives in the implementation of the 5-point consensus. We also came to an agreement that we would adjust our approach on the situation in Myanmar and to try to engage Myanmar at every level and to all the political factions that are active and are involved in that crisis situation in Myanmar. We came to this conclusion simply because we say what we have done. We have laid out the 5 points of consensus and we put it forward to Myanmar. But it has been 2 years and there has been no movement. And we decided we must do it another way. And there are many members who have experience in these long ongoing political negotiations, and the advice is to engage everyone equally, and that is what we intend to do. I, of course, expressed our deep concern regarding the humanitarian crisis and the continued economic impacts of the Russia-Ukraine war. This contributes to global food and energy insecurity. On the South China Sea, I reaffirmed the Philippine commitment to the peaceful resolution of disputes and advocated for a rules-based maritime order anchored on 1982 UNCLOS. On Timor-Leste, I conveyed that ASEAN should support Timor-Leste in its efforts towards full ASEAN membership, which we regard as just as a matter of time, as they had come to this summit as an observer status. I participated in leaders' interfaces with the ASEAN leaders, with the ASEAN Interparliamentary Assembly, and the representatives from the ASEAN Business Advisory Council, the ASEAN Youth, and the high-level task force on the ASEAN Community Post-2025 Vision. This task force has been given the job of charting the roadmap until 2025 for the transformation of the regional economy and the parts that each country will play in that resurgence. I encourage also our ASEAN external partners to increase their levels of engagement in the BIMP-IAGA, which is a joint aggregation of Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, and the Philippines, and to support its role, the BIMP-IAGA's role, as a major catalyst in galvanizing economic development and enhancing connectivity in this vibrant sub-region. I once again thank our host, Indonesian President Joko Widodo, for extending such hospitality to our delegation. I look forward to continue working with the chair, Indonesia, and other ASEAN member states, as well as ASEAN's external partners for the 43rd ASEAN Summit and related summits, which will happen in September of 2023 in Jakarta. We will meet to advance our shared goals for a peaceful, secure, and more prosperous region. I believe that the summit was a success in that it charted the new directions that were initiated by the chairman, President Widodo, and with the concurrence of all the member states. And many new ideas were ventilated, and many of those were adopted, and we will see hopefully see some progress on the political front and certainly on the economic front. Thank you very much and good afternoon.
We certainly hope you like this update. Stay tuned with Splat Communications for more. Till next time, Rosa out. Bye. Free Splat Communications book on artificial intelligence. Just like, comment, and share this video and tell us what book you like via DM. Provide your full name and email address and we will send the book of your choice to you. The Rise of Artificial Intelligence, Pivoting to the Information Age. This book will provide you with everything you want to know about artificial intelligence or AI. The AI Adventure. Journey into the world of artificial intelligence is a funny and hilarious book that full of relevant information that will present the world of artificial intelligence in an unconventional way. Artificial Intelligence for Digital Content Creators. This book is the only book you'll ever need to find out how you can use artificial intelligence as a digital content creator. It's full of resources and examples of how each AI tool will give you the edge in the content you create. Don't miss this opportunity, our dear subscribers and followers. Till next time. Rosa out. Bye. Well, what can you say? Kindly share your thoughts in the comment portion. We have reached the end of today's video. In behalf of my partner Wina and the rest of the Splat Communications and Simplified Strategic Solutions team, thank you. Till next time. Stay safe. Rosa out. Bye.